It's me, Mario!
Super Mario 64 has always been an oddly eerie or unintentionally scary game. But what if I told you every copy of Mario 64 is personalized for the player? Some players have stated that the game learns from you, it watches you, and it changes itself to keep you playing. There have been reports of levels that shouldn't exist, doors that lead nowhere, and strange stalker-like behavior from NPCs. Apparently, no two players have the same experience when playing the game. There have been encounters with hidden paintings that lead to endless voids that Mario falls into until you turn off the game, and another player explained that his Mario had no face through his entire gameplay. Let's take a deeper look at these accusations.
Let's go!
When did people start noticing this about Mario 64? The rumor surfaced in 2014 when a Reddit user wanted to revisit one of his favorite games from his childhood. He shared his very scary experience about the moment he realized the game was watching him, changing itself to keep him hooked. This report seems pretty real or authentic to me, but let me know what you think. He wrote, "I don't even know why I'm posting this. Maybe someone else has experienced it too. Maybe I just need to get it out of my head. I used to love Super Mario 64. I played it all the time at my cousin's house as a kid. I never had an N64, but he did, and every time I visited, we'd play for hours. The nostalgia hit me hard the other night, and I got this weird urge to replay it. So, I checked eBay, nothing unusual. Just a bunch of overpriced listings, mostly collector's editions. But then I found it. A used copy of Super Mario 64 for just $10. No description, just a single blurry photo of the cartridge. But something about it felt off. The sticker looked worn down, like it had been peeled off and stuck back on, but I convinced myself that it was just the age of it. I bought it immediately. A week later, it showed up in a plain brown envelope. No box, no manual, just the cartridge wrapped in crumbled newspaper. The sticker was weird. The colors looked slightly off, and Mario's face, it was wrong. I couldn't tell why. Maybe a bad print? Maybe my mind was playing tricks on me? I didn't care. I just wanted to play the game. I dug my old CTR TV out of storage, set everything up, and popped in the cartridge. The intro screen loaded as normal. Mario's big floating head appeared, ready to be stretched and distorted. I smiled. This was exactly how I remembered it. I pulled on his nose, stretching it out for fun, but the physics felt off. The way it moved, the way it snapped back, it was slower than usual. I chalked it up to age or a weird cartridge defect, but then I pressed start. Everything seemed normal at first. The Peach intro played, the camera zoomed into the castle, and Mario jumped out of the pipe. But then I noticed something. The castle's doors were already open. There were no toads, and the sky was a weird grayish blue. I assumed maybe it was a bugged cartridge, but then I paused the game and saw my saved files. There were 3 files already there. File 1 read stop, File 2 read turn back, and File 3 read run. I felt a weird pit in my stomach. I didn't like it at all. But instead of deleting them, I made a new file. I named it Player and selected it. Mario spawned inside the castle instead of outside. The music wasn't playing. The main hall was wrong. The paintings were all blank. The walls looked a completely different texture, like they were corrupted. The painting to Bomb Bomb Battlefield was the only one that worked. I jumped in, and the screen flickered black for a second, and then the level loaded. It wasn't Bomb Bomb Battlefield. Instead of the bright green hills and blue skies, the world was foggy. It was colorless. The floating island was gone. There were no enemies, no Bomb Bomb King, just Luigi. He stood at the top of the mountain staring down at me. My heart raced. Luigi was never in Super Mario 64. I tried moving Mario closer, but the moment I took a step forward, Luigi ran. His movements weren't normal. They were like jerky and unnatural. He was too fast. The camera even struggled to keep up. I chased after him, running up the mountain, but the higher I climbed, the darker the sky became. By the time I reached the top, it was pitch black. Luigi was gone. In his place was a signpost. I walked up and pressed A to read it, and it read, "Why did you come back?" I turned Mario around, ready to leave, but then I noticed something terrifying. The portrait back in the castle had changed. Instead of Bomb Battlefield, the painting showed me a photo of my family, a recent one. I don't even know how. It was a picture from my Facebook profile. I tried shutting the game off, but it wouldn't turn off. The power button didn't work, and the reset button didn't either. Mario just stood in the castle, staring at the painting of my family. Then text appeared on the screen. "You can't turn it off." The game froze, my TV buzzed, and then it turned itself off. I ripped the cartridge out and threw it in a box and shoved it in my closet. I haven't touched it since. I don't know if this was a corrupt copy or a weird mod, like somebody was trying to play a prank on me. But sometimes, when my apartment is quiet, I swear I can hear that Mario 64 static playing from my closet. I haven't plugged in my Nintendo 64 since. Has anyone else had this happen to them, or something like it? I just don't know how to explain this. Now, I know what you're thinking. How could the game or the developers plant a recent family photo into the game? Why would they? That part does seem a little far-fetched, but there have been countless stories or experiences like these. One player claimed the game whispered their name in a distorted voice, and another player found a hidden room with nothing but Peach's body inside, and Mario refused to obey his controls upon seeing her. I and many others have since revisited the game through emulators and have had creepy or eerie experiences while playing, but nothing this extreme. So is the game personalized for you even when playing on a ROM file? After I posted my YouTube short on the topic, a few people shared their experiences while playing the game on an emulator. One of my subscribers that goes by the name LWell27 commented, "You know, I've experienced this before. I play Super Mario 64 on the emulator Delta on my mobile device, but I play it very frequently. They know I'm horrible. It seems each time I play it, the game gets way easier. One time, Womp's Fortress was replaced with a level that was just a straight line for a few minutes. I don't think it's just the cartridge. I think it's the game's ROMs as well." Another viewer who goes by the name Riddles Shorts 3 replied under LWells27's comment. He said, "Oh, wow, I was just about to ask if anyone experienced this on an emulator. I have had a similar experience. I kept falling off the mountain because of the ball and chain guy, and after the 10th time of me falling off, the ball and chain guy was just completely gone. This theory could exist because of the eerie or weird vibe the game gives off. It's an older game with strange music and visuals. And the visuals are a bit wonky because Super Mario 64 was one of the first playable 3D games Nintendo ever created." My short also received a comment from players who didn't think the game was very creepy at all. KAdamED5WA wrote, "I played and finished Mario 64 a year ago, and it wasn't scary to me." Another commenter that goes by the name Mario123Joe also commented, "It's a hoax. Simple. Probably due to the eerie vibe the game gives off." That's a very good point, Mario123Joe. Regardless of if these stories or experiences are true or just another online hoax, the game does give off a very eerie vibe, to me at least. Do you have any strange experiences while playing Mario 64 or any other game? I would love to hear from you in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I will be focusing on horror stories like this in the future. Horror stories that feel eerily nostalgic. Let me know what you want to hear next. If you're not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. If you have a very scary story of your own, you can leave it in the comments down below or email me at VeryScaryStoryRequest@gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you.